Home is where the heart is. For few people does that phrase have more impact than for patients and their families, who must travel from the comfort of their own homes to seek highly specialized cancer treatment. McLaren is proud to soon offer patients both world-class proton therapy cancer treatment and a warm, inviting place to call home in the process. McLaren has long realized that addressing the needs of cancer patients goes well beyond providing advanced treatment, focusing also on the emotional and extended physical needs of patients and their caregivers. That focus is the catalyst behind the development of an $8 million hospitality house that will complement the services of the new McLaren Proton Therapy Center. A fundraising campaign is underway to support the construction and continuing operations of this much-needed service in our community.
Proton beam therapy is a very special treatment that gives better outcome and less side effects for many cancers. And there is no proton beam therapy center available in the entire state of Michigan except ours. There is none in Ohio and none in Canada. You would expect many patients from distant areas, as many as about 60% of our patients, will be traveling to get the treatment here. They will end up staying for several weeks for the course of treatment until the treatment is completed. So if you imagine the cancer patients and the need for comfort, a nice accommodating stay when they are in here for the treatments, the hospitality house that we're having would solve a great need.
The mission of McLaren's Hospitality House is to create a healing, caring, and comfortable environment for patients and their caregivers, providing activities and facilities to help occupy and enrich the time between treatments. A further goal is to provide this extended stay housing at low or no cost.
For most people, because insurance doesn't cover their lodging for a 5 or 7 or 9 week course of treatment, they need an inexpensive place to stay so they can afford to do this. So therefore, we're going to build a hospitality house right next to the Proton Beam Therapy Center. It'll have 32 rooms. It'll have smaller rooms for 1 or 2 people. It'll have some larger suites for 3 or 4 people. And it'll give the patients a nice place to stay that's going to have a lot of nice amenities. They'll be able to make their own meals there. They'll be able to attend classes on food and nutrition. We might have an art therapy program there for our cancer patients, and we'll have a variety of activities and things for them to do, to meet each other, to spend time with each other, to go outside. Remember, we only need these people for about an hour a day for their treatment from beginning to end, from the time they walk in the door till they walk out the door. So they have 23 other hours in the day where they need something to do. So hopefully it's going to be good for Flint, it'll be good for restaurants, be good for shopping, and these people will have what we're trying to call a world-class patient experience to go with the world-class technology that we're going to have for them.
McLaren has drawn upon a wealth of resources in developing the hospitality house concept. This has led to a unique collaboration with the Hospitality Administration program at Central Michigan University, which will provide student interns to help manage the hospitality house operations and services. Cancer patients who have utilized the services of hospitality houses in other states have also provided valuable input about the advantages of the hospitality house concept over traditional motel living.
A hospitality house, you didn't sleep there, you lived there. You had your kitchen, you had your own personal food, your own everything. And not only that, but you developed such a close relationship with everyone else that you were like maybe you got the whole family together and rented out a great big cabin and you went on a trip, you know, and had a vacation together, and that's what it was kind of like. And you learn other people had the same problems that you had, and some had them worse, and it was just uplifting. It was uplifting to me to be able to help uplift someone else, and you don't get that at a motel.
My first thought was that I didn't want to be in a facility with a bunch of other people. I just thought, you know, I want to be alone. But as soon as we visited there, everyone was so friendly and the place was so clean and so pleasant and bright that you immediately fell in love with it.
That's the first thing that we talked about when we heard that they were going to have the proton beam at McLaren. Are you going to have a house? We thought that was almost more important than having the proton beam, you know, and because it just stays with you. It's something that you don't ever forget.
In order to fund the development and sustain the services of the hospitality house, the McLaren Foundation is calling on our extended community to help. Donations are being sought from corporations, businesses, community organizations, and individual benefactors who share McLaren's goal to provide a home away from home for people who are fighting one of life's most intense battles.
When we're looking at asking the community to help us with this hospitality house, why is it important? So that we can give the patients and their caregivers and their loved ones the comfort of knowing that they're being well taken care of 24/7 while they're here in our community. For those wishing to join the cause and participate in the fundraising activities that we have going on, please contact the McLaren Foundation. There's so many ways for people to be involved in this important project.